that shower.
I don't know what happened. Does the crack on his skull, that I don't know.
What happened in the shower, Mo? Just get it out now.
I wasn't in the shower with him. I just told him to go take a hot shower.
Standing outside of the shower.
You weren't
going to be in the shower because it was so hot. You wouldn't even get in.
I would get in if I needed to.
No, you wouldn't. You're not a man enough to do that.
Fiery interrogation video just released of a dad who took the life of his 7-year-old son. And just wait until you see the lies this man told and how his story unraveled as he faced 2 detectives in an unthinkable case of child abuse. The action is real and the stakes are high. This is Copcast. I'm Chris Stewart. The video I'm about to show you from an interrogation that took place in New Hampshire will make you angry, and for good reason, because the dad that you will see lies over and over and over again, trying to cover for himself as his son had some serious injuries that led to his death. I want you to meet the victim in this case, Jaevion Riley. The story I'm about to tell you took place in Manchester, New Hampshire. This boy was just 7 years old. One morning in January, his dad called 911 saying that Jaevion had been burned by hot water in their home. That water, he says, it was all an accident and came from the shower and the stove. Police brought his dad, Mutadah Mohammad, in for an interview, and here's how that began.
All right, Mo, so this red light just means the room's audio and video recorded. We do that for all our interviews. That way we don't have to write everything down. The door itself isn't locked. It's just closed because there's other people working. That way they don't disturb us. This is just a voluntary interview. We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
Anything you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Like I said, you're not under arrest. It's just voluntary, okay? So we're just going to ask you a few questions related to like what everything's going on, try to figure it out, try to get you an update on your son, and then kind of
Yes, please. That's what I really came for. Mostly an update and getting the phone numbers that I need there to contact the right.
Yeah. We'll work on getting that too. So we're just going to write a few things down, just kind of standard notes.
At this point, the dad is playing the role of concerned parent. Then police ask him how he recently got partial custody of his son.
When I was 17 years old when I went and got a DNA test.
Okay.
I think she was sleeping around, so we got a DNA test to figure out who the father was. At the time I had lived in Washington, I lived in Virginia, Falls Church, Virginia with my father. And I get a phone call from, I think it was through Facebook or something. And she says, hey, I think I'm having your baby. Can you come take a DNA test? And I'm 17, so it kind of shocked my whole world.
Sure.
Right on my senior year of high school. So I immediately take a mega bus up here to New Hampshire, and I go take the DNA test. And at that time, my mom's like, you could stay with me until you figure this all out and stuff. And my mom's like, what the heck, you just made me a grandmother. So she's kind of a little bit, she wasn't bummed out about it, but it was shocking. Especially with the way we were raised. We're Muslim. We don't really have children out of wedlock.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, so it's more of a very standard. Get married, all that, then you have kids. So that was then the first couple of years after that. I wasn't in the best position to have my son with me. I didn't have a vehicle. I was homeless. I'm sleeping on my mom's couch, and so I wasn't able to see my son as consistently as I wanted to. Mm-hmm. So for maybe the first 2 or 3 years of Jaevion's life, I wasn't there much at all. I would try to contact his mother. She wouldn't let me see him, and stuff like that. And then when he was 3, I was able to get, like, sometimes when she wanted to go out, like, clubbing or something like that, because at that point she has 3 children now, including Jaevion, but then it was just Jaevion that was her son. So when she wanted to go out to do, like, have fun with her friends or whatever, she would let me watch him.
So when it was convenient for her, pretty much.
Yeah, and I'd give her like $60 or $70 before she left and stuff like that. Because I was really scared of her putting me on child support. And I was like, I don't want to be put on child support.
Yeah, it gets expensive.
And I don't even have money to take care of myself that much at that point. So then fast forward maybe a year or 2 later, she only let me do that for that summer. And then, that's when I was living on Front Street.
Oh, on the west side?
Yeah. We didn't pay the rent. Me and my roommate didn't pay the rent for that month, so we got evicted, and that was the same place Jaevion would come visit me. At that moment, she found out that I don't have a place anymore, mm-hmm. So she didn't let me see him anymore.
Okay.
And then fast forward maybe like a year or 2 later, Jaevion looked like 6 years old, about 6 years old, I'm at work, and I haven't seen him in like 2 years at this point, 3 years. And I get a phone call from the DCYF lady. She's saying, hey, the mother of your child right now just got something had happened through the child services. They located me as the biological father because I'm on his birth certificate. And they said, hey, they said, when's the last time you seen him? I said, I don't remember. I'm at work. And I'm like, at this point, I got a little, I'm like, oh my God, there's child support. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were going to tell me next. They started telling me about, because there were some issues that happened at the house with Jaevion. There was like a felon in the house with weapons, with guns. She was, at the time, she wasn't being compliant with the DCYF.
So you can see Mohammad blaming a lot on the son's mother. Police then have him tell them the story about what happened and listen to what he says.
But you were making oatmeal anyway, just to have like a second breakfast, or?
Well, the oatmeal we kind of just keep it stocked too, because in this case, anytime
I got you.
for his throat too. So
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the soup was for like lunch, and then the oatmeal's kind of healthy with a bowl of cereal. Then you eat some oatmeal, it's just good for you, gets him big and strong. So
how long had you left the stove on before going into the shower? Was it like immediately, or had it started boiling by the time you got in the shower? Or?
I usually just very confident. So I just put it on, and then when I knew it was gonna start boiling, I knew that. But I take very fast showers, like 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
So you like turned on the stove and then jumped right in the shower, basically?
Yes.
Okay. So you're in the shower. Then what happens?
In the shower, and then I just hear Jaevion, ah! Okay. That's when I jump out the shower and I go look, and he's on the floor, and the skin is like that, and I seen it on his face and on his neck and his legs, and I'm like, oh my God.
So where is he when you find him?
He's going like this, and then he falls backwards like this, up against the thing.
What thing?
The kind of like the wall or something. Like
what room is he in?
He's like in the kitchen area, like trying to,
Okay.
The stove is right here, then I have my way into the living room. So he kind of like tried to like walk away from, obviously, just like, you kind of.
So I'm hearing what you're describing he's doing. Mm-hmm. What else do you see in the kitchen that's different than when you left to go take a shower?
Water all over the floor in the pot. So I knew right away what happened.
Okay, so the water's all over the floor. Is there anything on the floor? Like, is there water on the floor? Do you have carpet in the kitchen?
We have a thing right there. Yeah.
Like a carpet, like an area rug type thing?
Yeah, we got a rug. Yeah.
So is that soaking wet too?
That was wet, yeah.
Now, is that right in front of the stove?
Yes.
Okay. So he's kind of walking around like, you're kind of describing like almost like a zombie.
Yeah, like he just started bugging out, and that's when I could tell that it was hurting really, really, really bad.
So tell me again, what was he wearing when you saw him?
Oh, he was just wearing like his shorts, and that's how we walk around the house.
So he had shorts, and then you did this. So did he have a shirt on as well?
No.
You said shorts, and then he went like this. So he had a shirt on?
No, he was like this, like
okay, so
trying to rub off the hot water. Like it's like like human instinct. The first thing to do is put your hand on something.
Yeah.
So he was like trying to rub it off his chest, and that's when I looked at him. I was like, holy crap, this is kind of crazy.
Where did you see the red marks or the blisters or whatever you were?
I seen them on his face right here.
Okay.
And then like I could tell that however he hit this bowl of water, it's like he messed up big time, because it must have went like.
So where else did you see? So head
all over his body, just all over his body from that moment. That's when I said, "Baby, take your shirts off, go in the shower."
And what kind of what color was his shorts?
I can't recall exactly. He switches them something. Like he has
so
so much color.
Was he running around all morning with just shorts on?
Yeah, that's how we usually are in the morning, But so, we're quiet though. We're real quiet.
Oh yeah,
because it's the morning.
It's an apartment building. There's noises all over the place.
But you hear the scream. When you hear the scream, it's like, whoa. And I was like, okay, so.
So you see that he's obviously hurt, and then you tell him. Then what happens? So you said something about tell him to go in the shower.
Yeah, because as soon as that happened, I googled like what to do in a situation like this, and it said put him under lukewarm water.
Okay.
So it was like put him in the water and let him take a shower, and I ask him, baby, it feels better when you're in the shower. He's like, yeah, it feels better.
So he jumps in. Now, do you guys only have one bathroom or two?
Two.
Now, which bathroom did he jump into?
Ours, me and Jaevion have a bathroom. My mom has her own bathroom.
Now, is her bathroom in her bedroom, or is
Yeah, her bathroom.
okay.
Yeah, she has the master bedroom with the bathroom in it, and we don't go.
So you never use that one?
Never. Me
Okay.
or Jaevion never use that bathroom.
So you jump into, you have him jump in the shower. He takes his shorts off and his underwear, and then
No, he didn't have no underwear, just shorts.
just shorts on.
Yeah, that's why the burn was really bad on his pee-pee, and I'm looking at it all, like kind of like right here or something like that. It looked worse because I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, the water gets really hot.
And that's
So he jumps
when
in
I
the
put
shower.
the water on it, I could see his skin kind of like peeling, so I'm kind of helping him kind of peel little bits off of it.
Okay.
And when he gets out the shower, he's like, I'm like, baby, this is kind of, you look really bad right now. That was
How
like
long did he take a
oopsie.
shower for?
Like 5-10 minutes. Because
Okay.
I was like panic mode. I'm like, whoa, now
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
the little kid, right?
Yeah, so
So then what happened? He gets out of the shower, and then what do you do from there?
he gets out of the shower, then what's it called? I give him a pair of PJs, because even me as a father, I could not stand looking at it. I could not
Yeah.
stand looking at the burn, so I gave him his PJs,
What was he wearing for PJs yesterday morning?
like kapow, kapoo. It says kapow, kapoo, kapang with Iron Man and stuff on it.
Okay, so does he put underwear on with those, or is it just?
No,
those?
we free ball. In the house, we free ball most of the time.
You can tell police at this point they are letting him talk. They then start to push back on his story, and they ask him about the injuries beyond the burns, the fractures that his son had in his head, along with the 2nd and 3rd degree burns on 15% of his body.
But let's talk about drinking yesterday. I mean, we knew you had some drinks yesterday morning. So like, do you have a little bit of a problem?
No, I don't have a problem drinking, but recently, maybe the past couple months, I have been drinking more.
What's been going on the last couple months? That's
There's financial issues.
okay. Well, yeah, and you're a new dad now too. Well, not new dad, but like new to fatherhood, because you've never had to deal with all these stresses before. So it sounds like you're going through a lot of stress, right?
Yeah.
So I think that would make anybody drink, like Christmas time, little.
And that's what it
money.
was, coming off of like drinking on Christmas and drinking on New Year's and then drinking on my birthday was January 14th.
So it's got bad enough where you're drinking in the morning.
No, not really. Just these past, like at the holidays, we're just so clapped together that that's what I do. Don't tell my mom I drink, she'll freak the hell out of me. But
Scared of mom.
from on Thanksgiving and then Christmas you're drinking, and then New Year's comes you're drinking, and then my birthday was January 14th. So I did have like the past 3 or 4 months where I had been drinking more than I needed to be, and that's my excuse. Oh, it's this weekend. Oh, it's my birthday weekend.
But yesterday we could smell it pretty heavily. So.
Oh, and honestly, it's because I had spilt it on my pants or something like that. That was the same, because it was a pair of pants that I had spilt beer on, like maybe a day or two ago prior to that.
And Mo, I'll be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
the way you're acting today is completely different than yesterday. So I know you were drunk, okay? I'm not here to judge you for drinking. Everybody has a drink, they want to relax. But if you have a problem, you just got to get it addressed. You know what I mean?
What's it called? Like I said, the only reason why I smell like alcohol is because that same pair of pants that I was wearing, I had spilled alcohol on them like maybe 2-3 days ago prior to that.
If you don't want to admit it, that's fine. But I'm just telling you what I see. I've been a police officer for 10 years. I know kind of what it looks like, okay? So obviously there's a lot of discrepancies with what you said yesterday, right?
Yes.
Not everything is lining up with what we know from what we found at the hospital.
Yeah, especially because yesterday I was so flustered that that's why I couldn't even be like, the way I was talking wasn't even making sense.
Right.
So.
With everything we know now, this is the time to be honest about what happened, okay? Mm-hmm. There's other injuries on your son. We need to know how those happened. Mm-hmm. So now is the time to be honest with us. We know you're going through a lot of stress.
Can you tell me what the other injuries are?
We need you to tell us why.
There's no way you couldn't have seen those.
We need to know why
Injuries are very
he has
obvious.
all these injuries on him. So you're a father, you care about your son, right? You're excited to be a father, but you're going through a lot of stress with the holidays, not having money. Now you're just handed this kid who you haven't seen in 2 years, so you have all these stresses going on in your life, right? Mm-hmm. That's a lot to go through, especially with one person. Your mom's working doubles every day. She's working 80 hours a week. We understand why you'd be stressed. We understand people don't handle stress so well, but there's good ways to handle stress, like going to the gym and doing things like that, and then there's bad ways of handling stress. I think that the things that are going on with your son are a result of you not being able to handle your stress so well. Am I wrong? Do you think I'm wrong?
I think you're right, sir. You're
Okay.
right, sir.
Okay,
You're right.
so
You're right.
okay, your son's breathing. Okay, he's alive, which is great, right? He's obviously in some pain.
Is he okay though? Is he talking? Is he walking?
He's not walking. I don't know if he's talking, but we're gonna go to the hospital today. And we're gonna find out more stuff. So before this gets kind of it's already pretty heavy, right? This is kind of serious, right? We need to understand everything that happened so we can relay that information to the doctors, because he's in the best care possible right now. But if you don't start being honest with us about how these things happened, they're not going to be able to handle the treatment of him to the best of their ability. You want the best of treatment for your son, right? You want him to be better. You want him to end up back with you at some point, right?
Yes.
That's not going to happen if you don't be honest with us right now. So we know everything that happened isn't the way it went down, really. So tell us what really happened. Don't let this get ahead of you, because you can either look like this huge monster, which I don't think you're a huge monster, Mo. I think you got really upset yesterday. I think you've been really upset over the last few months since you had him, because you're dealing with it all on your own and you're getting no help. But you're going through a lot of stressful situations. I can understand doing some things that are out of character. The things you did sound like they were really out of character of you that you typically wouldn't do, because you're a good father.
I would not, sir.
So
I would not.
I know the boiling water thing where he grabbed onto it and jumped in on himself. That's not how it went down, okay?
Didn't happen.
We know it didn't happen that way. Doctors know it didn't happen that way. Anybody who's looking out from the outside in knows it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
So tell us what really happened. Don't lie to us,
Yeah,
because
no.
this is going to get a lot worse for if you keep lying. So tell us how it went down.
Really, what it was is I left him unaccompanied. I left him when I made him take a shower. I told him to get in the shower, and he put on the hot water. And a couple of weeks prior to that one, I had caught him. I had spoke to him about some things that he's been doing. He's been lying to me a lot about a lot of things, and he was his grandmother isn't that tech savvy, so I was able to find it on his iPhone.
His grandmother being your mom?
No, his mother's grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like maybe a few months ago. This like 4 months ago. This had happened, and I had talked to him prior to my birthday, because what it was is I wanted to know who told him to take those pictures, and I thought it was his uncle.
Right.
He has a 12-year-old uncle, and I kept on asking him, please don't lie to me, baby. Don't lie to me. Tell me what happened, because I wanted to just find out if somebody's coercing him to take pictures of himself.
Right.
And I found out that, when I talked to him, at first he said, yeah, my uncle did tell me to take those pictures, Dad. And I told him, okay, are you ever gonna let men do that to you? You don't let a man do that to you.
Right.
And at that point, I did smack him.
When was this?
In like literally the past 5 days or something.
An autopsy found the burns that Jaevion had were the result of being forced into hot water. They could not have been an accident. The detectives then continue to call BS on Mohammed's story.
Yeah, like I told him, go take a shower. Like, go take a shower.
Just don't talk over me, please. Like, I'm not
Sorry.
doing that to you. Don't do that to me. You saying I put him in the shower makes me believe that you put him in the shower, and I know that's what happened. I'm just going to tell you, you're lying still. You put him in that shower. You could not scare a kid enough to stand under that water, as hot as it was, to do what it did to him. You put him in that shower, and you did that to him as a torture. You did it because you wanted to discipline him.
No, I told him to get in the shower, and he took the hot shower by himself.
You may have told him to get in the shower, but you made him stay in the shower.
Oh, I didn't make him stay in there.
Yeah, you did.
No kid would willingly stay in that shower.
Yes, you
And no way. Absolutely
He
not.
did. He did stay in there, sir.
You know, when we talk to him and he tells us you're a liar,
No, he'll tell you, Daddy made me take a hot shower. That's what he'll say.
Okay.
I told him, and I can't lie. I was like, if he knows, like, if he tried to get out the shower, then I'll be more upset and maybe punish him, like, take away his tablet or not this time, because that's what he always wanted to
Take
do.
away his tablet.
No, it wasn't.
No, we are so.
No, I know
far
that.
beyond
No, but he just thinks, like, because that's how I.
That's not what he's thinking. He's
Yeah.
thinking I'm gonna get whipped with a cord and have all these bruises and injuries. You've done more to that kid than just whip him with a cord. I'm telling you right now, and I'm gonna prove it.
That's all I did, sir.
No, it isn't.
I
The
done
kid is-
whipping the cord
no.
and just, yeah.
The kid is covered in bruises. His lip is. This is so indicative of child abuse. And
That was-
his. Listen to me. His scalp. The skin is torn from his skull. He's got black eyes. He's got bruises all over his chest, all over his rib cage. His legs are completely covered. This isn't just I whipped him with
The
a
hot
cord
water really
6
made
or
all
7
the
times.
hot water really messed it up. The hot water really.
It doesn't cause bruises. It doesn't cause bruises, man.
The bruising, I really don't know about that one,
You've
but I can
been
be
tuning
really
this kid up
honest.
for a while. That's exactly what it is.
No, it has not been. Like I said,
It's
he
been-
was just on a visit with his mom 2 weeks ago, sir.
Right, it's been in the
And
last
just
week.
and just like
When I say a while-
Samantha was here at the house
When I
not
say a while-
long ago with Michelle.
The last week. You said yourself earlier you called him out of school because of the injuries. This didn't happen on Friday.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday, but by then
This happened-
it was just a little bruise on his face. It wasn't.
What, on Thursday and Friday?
Yeah.
So
that-
you
no, but look, Thursday. It could have been Thursday or Friday, but Thursday and Friday.
So you
He
called
really
him?
wasn't feeling well. I was gonna send him to school. I was gonna send him to school with it because that's not a reason why I took him out of school. He was really not feeling well Thursday and Friday. He was not
Is it
feeling well.
because the skull was cracked, maybe? He's got black eyes? Is it maybe why?
No, the skull crack and all that happened most likely from the shower or something
Right.
like that. But it did not
So
happen.
what happened in the shower for his skull to get cracked?
That's what I'm saying.
You just-
I don't know. I said it could have been from him falling on the speaker. It could have been from him in the shower.
You
It
just said
could
it
have been when
happened
he
from the
fell.
shower.
Skull,
We're getting there, Mo. We're getting a little closer here.
skull fractures and the skull
I'm trying to tell you that-
doesn't happen just by taking a hot shower. I'm telling you right now, okay?
What happened in that
I
shower?
don't know what happened. The crack on his skull. That I don't
What
know
happened in
about.
the shower, Mo? Just get it out now.
I wasn't in the shower with him. I just told him to
Yeah,
go
you're
take a hot shower.
standing outside the shower.
You were out. You
You weren't going to be in the shower because it was so hot. You wouldn't even get in.
I would get in if I needed to.
No, you wouldn't. You're not a man
Yeah.
enough to do that.
No, I mean, hey, I messed up. I should have never told him to
did.
take a
So
shower.
tell us what you did. You messed up.
That's what I-
We know that. This isn't going to change. All it's going to do is make you look more poorly in the end. That you're lying to us. And we're
Be a,
gonna prove.
be a man and tell
Be
us the
honest.
truth.
Just step up and tell us what you did to the
I'm
kid.
trying to tell you. I told him to take a hot shower. and
Yes,
that's-
but what did you do to make him take that shower, Mo? You keep saying you told him to
Nothing.
take a
He
shower.
was just when I tell him that because, like you said, he must have been so scared of me at the moment because I had just whipped him with the cord and I had smacked him up.
Listen, if he only had the burns on his body, I might be okay. We can kind of go that route. With the other injuries to his body, it's not true, man. It's not true. He's not that scared of you.
Yes, he is. And
He's terrified of you
I don't
now.
think so that way, but I'm trying to tell you, I don't want him to be scared of me. I did not think that the hot shower was going to damage him that much. The water gets really
What
hot.
about all the bruising then? What about the fractured skull? What about the
fractured
scalp
skull, that
issues?
one I
What
don't know
the
about
lip
that.
rip? What about his lips being
The
bruised?
lip rip and the
bruises?
fractured skull, that one is really could be
No.
from falling.
No.
Yeah.
You're lying to us. You're lying to us, and I'm getting frustrated with you because I'm trying to be respectful to you. You're lying to us. You're not being complete. You're minimizing.
Please
the
can I
hell
look
out
at
of
my
this.
mom and take car keys if anything?
You're not. We said you're free to go at any time.
Okay.
You're not under arrest. This is a voluntary interview.
So, and one thing I want to say is that now with what's going on, is there like some type of, sorry to interrupt you too, is there some type of report or something out there going around that's, because the neighbors came up to my mom saying that we're kind
Don't worry about what other people think. We don't release anything, okay?
Yeah,
This
because
is
that
an-
was very uncomfortable.
This is an open case. We don't release anything.
Yeah.
It's all. We have no reason. It's nobody else's business besides ours and your family.
The next day, police arrested Mohammad. This was less than a week before his son would pass away from his injuries at the hands of his own father. All of this took place in 2023. Fast forward to this year. In May, Mohammad pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 45 years to life in prison. This is video of Mohammad in court per WMUR-TV in New Hampshire. And here's what he said when he tried to apologize in front of the judge.
Well, I take full responsibility for the death of my son, Jaevion. I should have never been using drugs and alcohol that led to the decisions I made and ultimately led to my son's death.
The judge said that Mohammad, after all of that, still didn't show remorse and still didn't understand the weight of what he had done. He was sentenced to the maximum allowed by the state of New Hampshire, 45 years to life in state prison. That will do it for Copcast, presented by Law&Crime. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. I'm Chris Stewart. Join us next time for the latest and most intense police incidents caught on camera.